Welcome to another serene journey on sleepy voyages. Tonight, we traverse the sands of time, back to the cradle of Western civilization, ancient Greece. Imagine vast landscapes dotted with marble temples, the soft strumming of a lyre echoing in the distance, and tales so grand they've echoed through millennia. Among these tales, there's one of Herculean strength, of a hero whose name has become synonymous with unparalleled might. Yet, it isn't just a story of physical prowess, but one that reveals the power and resilience of the human spirit. Prepare yourself for an exploration of Hercules' legend, a beacon of strength and determination, offering lessons for all of us. Before we tuck you in tonight, voyagers of the night sky, we have a small but crucial request. As your eyelids grow heavy and the soothing tones of sleepy voyagers guide you to the realm of dreams, remember the peace, serenity, and comfort that we bring to you every night, just as a lighthouse guides lost ships. In the darkness, your reviews help other restless dreamers find their way to us. By leaving a review and sharing your thoughts on your experience, you are reaching out to other insomniacs lost in the night, guiding them towards restful sleep. Take a moment before you drift away to click on the Leave a Review button on your podcast app. Help us extend our galaxy of tranquility to all those who seek the solace of sound sleep. And once you've done that, feel free to slip back under the covers of our sleep stories, ready to be whisked away on another sleepy voyage. Remember, your stars light the way for others. Every review, every rating helps us create a bigger, more beautiful universe of peace and rest. For though the tales are ancient, their messages are timeless, inviting us to discover our own inner strength. Find a place where you feel safe and undisturbed. Ensure the lighting is dim and soft to create calming ambience. Select a spot, perhaps your bed, a couch, or a plush armchair where you can recline. Smooth out any wrinkles or adjust your pillows to provide maximum support to your head and neck. If you're in a chair, let your feet rest flat on the ground, grounding you to the earth, with your hands resting gently on your lap. Those choosing to lie down, make sure your spine is aligned, your legs are slightly apart, and your arms are placed by your sides. Allow your body to sink into the surface beneath you. Adjust your head to a position where your neck feels no strain. Close your eyes softly, letting go of the visual distractions of your surroundings. Allow your facial muscles to relax, releasing any tension in your forehead, your jaw, and even the tiny muscles around your eyes. Acknowledge the support beneath you. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen with each breath, connecting you to the rhythm of life. You are now ready to journey into the legendary world of Hercules, feeling grounded and at peace. Imagine standing at the foot of Mount Olympus, the dwelling of the gods, and the peak that touches the sky. Feel the cool breeze, a gentle caress from the gods themselves. Now, take a deep breath in, drawing in the pure, refreshing air of this sacred land. Hold that breath for a moment, absorbing the energy of legends and heroes who walked these lands before you. Exhale slowly, letting out any doubts or worries, releasing them to the vastness of the Grecian skies. With each inhale, visualize the power and courage of Hercules filling your being. And with each exhale, imagine releasing any barriers or hesitations that hold you back in your daily life. Let the rhythm of your breath sync with the whispers of the past, the tales of strength, and the undying spirit of ancient Greece. Deepen your breath, imagining it as a bridge between the world of myth and your own heart, intertwining the strength of Hercules with the power that lies within you. Relax your shoulders, releasing any tension, and give in to this serene moment, grounded in the essence of a legendary hero's tale. Remember the same air that Hercules might have breathed, the same spirit that fueled his adventures now courses through you, connecting you to an age-old story of strength and resilience. Keep this connection alive, breathing deeply and steadily, preparing your heart and mind for the journey ahead. Ancient Greece, a realm sculpted by the hands of gods and molded by the desires of mortals. Picture a landscape that celebrates extremes. Tall, rugged mountains guard vast plains and meadows. To the south lies the endless expanse of the azure sea. White temples, grand and austere, pierce the horizon, standing as testaments to human reverence for the gods. The climate, a fusion of scorching summers and mild winters, perfects the ripening of grapes. Vineyards sprawl across gentle slopes, heralding a culture that deeply cherished wine and feasting. City-states, the backbone of Hellenistic civilization, dot the landscapes. Among them, Athens stands out, a beacon of philosophy and art, while Sparta, its counterpart, breathes discipline and warrior spirit. The agora, or marketplace, remains the heart of every city. It's a bustling center of commerce, philosophy, and politics. Here, ideas are born, deals are struck, and destinies are forged. In these ancient streets and homes, myths aren't just tales. They're lessons, warnings, and often histories. The line between man and myth is blurry, and gods often tread the realms of mortals, driven by love, anger, or mere whimsy. And in this enchanting world, amid its tales of bravery, love, and betrayal, the legend of Hercules will emerge, reshaping the very fabric of myths and teaching us the true meaning of strength. Imagine a land where the sun casts long golden rays upon the earth, setting the world aglow with a warm amber light. Picture vast landscapes punctuated with towering mountains. Their jagged peaks kiss the azure skies, almost reaching the realms of the gods above. Envision villages nestled within these landscapes. Whitewashed homes with sloping roofs dot the terrain, surrounded by olive groves that glisten under the sun's gentle touch. In the distance, a cerulean sea stretches endlessly. Waves gently lap against the shoreline, each ebb and flow like the softest whisper. Marble temples stand majestically, their white pillars gleaming and proud. These are places of worship, where mortals connect with the divine, offering sacrifices in hopes of favor and blessings. In town squares, philosophers gather, lost in thought and debate, discussing the nature of life, love, and the universe. Nearby, markets bustle with activity. Traders call out their wares, fragrant spices, lustrous fabrics, and handcrafted pottery, each with stories of distant lands. Children play, their laughter echoing as melodies from lyres and flutes fill the air, weaving a musical tapestry that celebrates the joys of life. The world feels alive, vibrating with energy and potential. Every stone, every tree, every breeze seems to carry tales of heroes, gods, and legendary quests. This is ancient Greece, a land of myths, of legends, and of timeless tales that continue to inspire generation after generation. Ancient Greece was a realm where the veil between mortals and deities was thin. Mortals often felt the influence of the gods in their daily lives. The gods, in turn, were deeply intertwined with the lives of humans, influencing events, granting favors, or even inflicting punishments. The landscapes of Greece, from its towering mountains to its shimmering seas, were believed to be the dwelling places of these divine entities. Mount Olympus, the highest peak in Greece, was seen as the home of the gods, a place where they dined, debated, and made decisions that shaped the destinies of humans below. Among these divine beings was Zeus, the king of the gods, known for his mighty thunderbolts and his many dalliances with mortals. From these unions, many demigods were born, blending the divine with the human. These demigods, bridging the worlds of gods and men, were often endowed with remarkable abilities, but also faced unique challenges. Hercules was one such demigod, born from the union of Zeus and a mortal woman named Alcmene. Hercules was destined for greatness from the very beginning, yet with such divine lineage came its set of complication. Hera, the wife of Zeus, was often infuriated by her husband's affairs and would sometimes take out her wrath on the offspring of these unions. This complex relationship between gods and mortals set the stage for many of Hercules' trials and triumphs, but it was his perseverance and inner strength that would determine his legacy. This child bore the name Hercules. In his earliest days, his destiny was evident to the mortal woman Alcmene and Zeus, the king of the gods. Hercules' very existence was a testament to the volatile blend of divine and human essence. While many children come into this world with a blank slate, awaiting life's brushstrokes, Hercules' canvas was already painted with prophecy and expectation. Although Hercules was nestled in his mother's embrace, whispers of his potential and foretold greatness traversed the corners of Greece. His birth was not just another day in the annals of time. It was a moment that promised change, a precursor to adventures and challenges that would become legends for millennia to come. In his tiny hands, he held the might of both worlds, the ethereal strength of the gods and the heart-wrenching vulnerability of mortals. Even as a baby, the weight of his lineage and the shadows of his future battles loomed large. Yet Hercules was not just a product of his divine heritage or the prophecies surrounding his birth. He was also a baby like any other, with a curious gaze, infectious laughter, and the innocent wonder of a new life. This blend of mortal innocence and destined greatness marked the beginning of a journey, one where Hercules would discover that the greatest strength wasn't in his godly muscles, but somewhere deep within, waiting to be uncovered. The legend of Hercules, while deeply embedded in the annals of Greek mythology, offers more than just tales of a mighty hero facing insurmountable tasks. It was Hera, the queen of the gods and wife of Zeus, who harbored an enduring resentment for Hercules. Born to Zeus and a mortal woman, Hercules was a constant reminder of Zeus's infidelity. Her anger toward the demigod led her to cast a spell upon him, causing him to lose his mind temporarily and commit unspeakable acts against his own family in a state of utter despair and remorse. Once he returned to his senses, Hercules sought atonement. He consulted the oracle of Delphi, hoping to find a way to cleanse his soul. It was then that he was assigned 12 near impossible tasks known as the labors of Hercules. As a form of penance, these 12 labors were not just Herculean tasks meant to test his physical prowess, but were symbolic representations of the inner battles one fights in life. The Nemean lion, for instance, was not just a ferocious beast, but symbolized the overpowering fears we all harbor deep within. The Lernaean hydra, with its many heads, was reminiscent of problems that seem endless and overwhelming. Just when you believe you've tackled one issue, another emerges. The Augean stables, which Hercules was to clean in a single day, represented the overwhelming baggage and past regrets we accumulate over time. In undertaking these labors, Hercules was not merely showcasing his physical might, but was embarking on a journey of inner redemption. It was a path to confront his past mistakes, face his deepest fears, and emerge from it all with a cleansed spirit. Each labor offers a lesson, a reflection of the struggles we all face in different phases of our lives. It underscores the idea that real strength is not just about physical might, but the ability to confront our inner demons, learn from our past, and move forward with a sense of purpose and clarity. The 12 labors of Hercules are a testament to the trials one can endure and overcome. The first labor saw Hercules face the Nemean lion, a creature with an impenetrable hide. Hercules realized brute strength wouldn't suffice, and he needed to think innovatively. Using his wits, he managed to strangle the lion, turning its hide into a protective cloak. Then came the Linnaean Hydra, a many-headed serpent. Every time a head was cut off, two more would sprout in its place. Here, Hercules demonstrated adaptability, asking his nephew Iolaus to cauterize the neck stumps, preventing new heads from emerging. The third labor brought Hercules to the golden hind, a creature sacred to the goddess Artemis. Instead of capturing it through force, Hercules showed patience, tracking it for a year before safely capturing and releasing it. Next, the Erymanthian boar required Hercules to drive it into thick snow, using the environment to his advantage, showcasing his resourcefulness. For the Augean stables, filled with divine livestock's waste, Hercules diverted 2 rivers to clean them in a single day, illustrating his ability to find efficient solutions to seemingly insurmountable problems. The Stymphalian birds were man-eating creatures with beaks of bronze. Hercules used loud noise, making clappers to frighten them into flight, then shot them down, demonstrating his strategy and precision. To capture the Cretan bull, Hercules showcased his raw strength, wrestling the creature into submission. The mares of Diomedes were wild, flesh-eating horses. Hercules subdued them by feeding them their own wicked master, a move that displayed his cunning. For the girdle of Hippolyta, Hercules had to navigate through diplomatic challenges, obtaining the girdle through conversation and understanding rather than force. The cattle of Geryon required Hercules to travel to the edge of the known world. Despite facing a giant with 3 heads and bodies, Hercules triumphed, highlighting to obtain the apples of the Hesperides. Hercules sought knowledge from the shape-shifting god Nereus, exemplifying the importance of seeking wisdom in the face of uncertainty. Lastly, the capture of Cerberus, the 3-headed hound guarding the underworld's gates, was a labor that saw Hercules negotiate with Hades and display both might and diplomacy. Each labor presented unique challenges, yet Hercules approached each with a combination of physical prowess, intelligence, and an unyielding spirit. It reminds us that overcoming life's hurdles often requires more than mere strength. It demands adaptability, patience, and sometimes a touch of ingenuity. Among the challenges Hercules faced, the cleaning of the Augean stables stands out as a particularly daunting task. These weren't just any ordinary stables. They belonged to King Augeas and housed a multitude of divine cattle. Over time, the stables had become so immensely filthy that they hadn't been cleaned in decades. the accumulation was such that many considered the task impossible, especially within the single day that Hercules was given. When Hercules was presented with this labor, many expected him to turn away, to declare it beneath him, a hero of his stature, strength, and reputation. After all, how could the act of cleaning compare with fighting fierce beasts or conquering menacing foes? Yet it's here that we find a profound lesson. It wasn't about the nature of the task. It was about the enormity of it and the innovative way Hercules approached it. Instead of cleaning the stables by hand, Hercules diverted the course of 2 rivers to flow through the stables, washing away the filth in a demonstration of both his strength and his intelligence. On the spectrum of excitement, his encounter with the Lernaean Hydra is a tale that's brimming with tension and adrenaline. This beast was no ordinary creature, with many heads that would regrow double if one was severed. The Hydra was a symbol of problems that seem insurmountable, those that grow larger with every attempt to solve them. Hercules, with the assistance of his nephew Iolaus, confronted this beast in a swamp. Every time Hercules chopped off a head, Iolaus would cauterize the wound with a torch. The battle was intense, a true test of Hercules' endurance and adaptability. These 2 labors, though very different in nature, showcase the spectrum of Hercules' challenges, from the seemingly mundane yet vast challenge of the Aegean stables to the thrilling, heart-pounding confrontation with the Hydra. They encapsulate the diversity of life's obstacles, whether we are faced with overwhelming odds or problems that grow and multiply. There's a Herculean strength within each of us, ready to rise to the occasion. Hercules, a name often synonymous with unparalleled might and heroism, had a story steeped in complexities and contrasts. Although legends painted him as a figure of immense physical strength, often showcasing his feats against beasts and completing monumental tasks, it is essential to see past these tales to the heart of the man. It's a common misbelief that Hercules was always confident and assured in his path. The truth is, he grappled with self-doubt, guilt, and the weight of destiny. The very origin of his 12 labors stemmed from a moment of anguish, a dark episode where he lost himself to Hera's curse, leading him to commit deeds that haunted him for life. What many may not realize is the genuine torment Hercules underwent following these actions. Can you imagine carrying the weight of such regret, knowing the harm you've caused, and seeking a way to atone? His 12 labors, though seemingly punishments, became his path to redemption. But with every task came a constant reminder of his past misdeeds. While facing the Nemean lion or the Lernaean hydra, Hercules was not just battling these creatures. He was confronting his past, his mistakes, and his very essence. The external adversaries were merely manifestations of his internal battles, but here lies the true strength of Hercules, not in his brawny arms or his ability to defeat mythical creatures, but in his persistence to seek redemption, to better himself, and to rise above his past. In every step, in every labor, Hercules' journey was less about the physical trial and more about the soul's evolution, a testament to the strength within that each one of us possesses. Understanding Hercules' tale is not merely about applauding his triumphs. It's about resonating with his vulnerabilities, his regrets, and witnessing his journey to find internal peace and redemption. Because, in the end, true strength isn't about how many battles you've won, but about the inner demons you've faced and overcome. Many view Hercules as a symbol of sheer physical might, a beacon of brute strength that surpasses mortal men. Yet, it is essential to understand that the true essence of Hercules' legend lies not merely in the display of his musculature or his ability to overcome colossal beasts. In many tales, Hercules faced challenges that could not be conquered by physical prowess alone. Take, for instance, the time he had to retrieve the golden apples from the garden of Hesperides. Instead of fighting his way through, he had to think, negotiate, and even rely on Atlas to help him. His journey was as much a mental and emotional one as it was physical. The weight of his past actions, especially the tragedy of accidentally harming his family, bore heavily on his soul, while his muscles could lift the weight of the heavens. It was his inner resilience that carried the burdens of guilt, remorse, and the quest for redemption. It would be a grave mistake to see Hercules merely as a strong man. His true strength was his capacity to persevere, to confront not just external enemies, but also the demons within. Indeed, this inner resilience, this unwavering spirit, is something that every individual possesses. One does not need the physique of Hercules to tap into this boundless reservoir of mental and emotional might. Each person faces their own set of labors in life, and while physical strength can aid, it is often the heart's endurance, the spirit's tenacity, and the mind's determination that lead to triumph. Thus, Hercules' legend is a testament to human resilience. It is a gentle reminder that the battles within often require more courage than the battles without. And as one reflects upon Hercules' tale, it becomes evident true strength is not just about how much you can lift, but also about how much you can endure. Feel the weight of your body on the bed or chair. Imagine standing at the foot of a vast mountain, its peak obscured by clouds. This mountain, formidable and towering, represents the challenges you currently face in your life. Before you is a path leading up, carved with ancient symbols, each signifying a trial Hercules once faced. Look down at your feet. There, carved into the ground, is the symbol of the Nemean lion. Remember how Hercules overcame this seemingly invincible beast, not through brute force alone, but by using his wit and strategy. Now, lift your gaze a bit higher on the path. You'll see the mark of the Lernaean Hydra, a creature that sprouted 2 new heads for each one cut off. Yet Hercules found a way, persevering, adapting, and seeking help when needed. As you continue to visually ascend the mountain, the symbols of Hercules' other trials come into view. The golden hind, the Erymanthian boar, the Stymphalian birds. Each of these challenges was unique, requiring Hercules to summon different facets of his strength. Now, pause for a moment. Reflect upon your own life. Each one of us faces challenges that might seem insurmountable at first glance. But just as Hercules had the strength within to face and overcome his trials, so too do you. Visualize one of your current challenges taking the form of one of Hercules' labors. See yourself approaching it, not with fear or hesitation, but with the knowledge that you have the inner strength to overcome. Acknowledge the difficulty, but also the potential for growth, for learning, and for building resilience. As you stand triumphant, having faced and overcome your challenge, feel a warmth spreading through your chest, radiating outwards, filling you with a sense of accomplishment and peace. Carry this feeling with you, knowing that, like Hercules, you have the strength within to face and overcome any challenge that life presents. Inhale deeply, drawing in the power of Hercules, a hero whose strength was as much about his spirit as it was about his physique. Exhale slowly, allowing any doubt or hesitation to flow away, just as Hercules did when faced with his many tasks. With each breath in, remember that the true tests Hercules faced were not just external battles, but internal ones. Challenges of will, determination, and heart. As you breathe out, let go of any weights pulling at your spirit, just as Hercules had to let go of his mortal ties to achieve his godly feats. Imagine the air you breathe in is infused with the age-old strength and wisdom of ancient Greece, where heroes were forged not just in battle, but in moments of introspection and self-awareness. With each exhalation, free yourself from the confines of self-doubt, just as Hercules did when he confronted each labor head. Embrace the understanding that true courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice that whispers resilience in the face of adversity. Each inhalation brings forth the energy of perseverance, the undying spirit that enabled Hercules to face the Gorgon, the Hydra, and even the mighty Cerberus. Each exhalation is a testament to your own journey. As you continue to breathe, anchor your mind to the idea that, like Hercules, you too possess an inner reservoir of strength, waiting to be tapped into. And in times of uncertainty, let your breath be the gentle reminder that within you lies an untapped potential of resilience and courage, ready to conquer any challenge. Imagine the serene landscape of ancient Greece once more, a land where olive groves stretch across golden fields, their silver leaves shimmering under the watchful gaze of a crescent moon. Crickets sing softly, their melodies a harmonious backdrop to the tales of heroism and might. Beneath the vast expanse of the starlit sky, there's the gentle lapping of waves against the pebbled shores, each wave carrying tales of heroes and legends, bravery and strength to distant lands. Here, among these ancient stones and gentle breezes, Hercules once walked. He faced monsters, challenges, and his own internal struggles, and yet each step he took, each labor he conquered, was on this very soil. This land holds the echoes of his strength. Every gust of wind carries the memory of his determination, and every grain of sand remembers the weight of his footfalls. Let this tranquil setting be a reminder of the strength that Hercules discovered within himself. It wasn't just in the face of external foes, but also the battles he fought within, the moments of doubt, and the shadows of fear. The true strength of Hercules was in understanding and harnessing his own capabilities, in realizing that the journey itself, with all its hurdles and triumphs, was what made him Allow this landscape, this beautiful ancient Greece setting, to infuse your dreams with courage, resilience, and the belief that the strength Hercules found within himself is also within you. Every challenge, every mountain, every labored breath is an opportunity to find and honor that inner strength. As you drift into sleep, carry with you the spirit of Hercules and let it inspire you to find the strength within. Every day, the tale of Hercules, despite its ancient origins, resonates profoundly with the age-old quest for inner strength. Every challenge Hercules faced, each of the daunting 12 labors, stands as a testament not just to his physical prowess, but to the indomitable spirit within. When Hercules confronted the Nemean lion, it wasn't mere muscle that saw him through. It was determination, an unwavering belief in himself, and the knowledge that he was more than just the sum of his parts. The battle with the Lernaean Hydra showcases the importance of adaptability. While the beast seemed undefeatable with its ever-growing heads, Hercules' ability to change tactics and persevere highlights the value of mental flexibility and ingenuity in the face of adversity. But, of course, strength isn't just about overcoming external adversaries. The Augean stables, a seemingly insurmountable task, was about cleansing and rejuvenation. Sometimes our most significant challenges aren't battles with monstrous creatures, but the internal journey of renewal and self-discovery. In the heart of Hercules' story lies a message for each one of us. We all have our labors, our trials, and tribulations. Some may be as daunting as slaying a lion, or as intricate as cleansing years of accumulated mire. Yet, in each challenge, there lies an opportunity. It's the will to continue, the belief in our abilities, and the knowledge that with each labor we overcome, we grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In the tapestry of Hercules' legend, we are reminded that strength isn't just about what we can achieve, but who we become in the process. Let the legend of Hercules inspire you to dig deep, to find that wellspring of inner might, and to always believe in the boundless strength that resides within. Amidst the tales of gods and heroes, ancient Greece reverberates with legends that stretch beyond the realm of mere stories. The legend of Hercules serves as a potent reminder of the strength that we all carry within ourselves. While Hercules faced mythical beasts and seemingly insurmountable tasks, we too face our own challenges. Each challenge, no matter its scale, demands a Hercules from within us to rise and overcome. Remember that your strength is not just in the muscles you flex or the tasks you complete. True power emanates from the spirit, from the quiet resolve that refuses to give in. Even when the odds are stacked against you, the Herculean tasks you face, be they large or small, are opportunities for you to summon your internal might and demonstrate your resilience. Tomorrow, as the sun rises, you might face another challenge, another labor of your own, but take heart in knowing that just as Hercules triumphed, you too let the legend of Hercules inspire you, not as a distant tale of a godly figure, but as a reflection of your own potential. Sleep with the knowledge that your own legend is still being written. Good night, and may you find peace in the embrace of dreams.